Back again with another video, man. Today we're gonna talk about Yungeen Ace. Yungeen Ace was just arrested in Jacksonville, Florida last night on possession of a firearm, weapons, ammunition by a convicted felon. 8:30 last night. He was pulled over after failure to stop at a four-way intersection. Police pulled him over, and upon searching the car, they found seven loaded guns. They also found a Draco pistol and a handgun in reach of Younger Ace. That's why he was charged with possession. And also one of the guns had army piercing bullets in it, which is extra time. For those that don't know, armor piercing bullets is the bullets that go through bulletproof vests. So that's why, you know, it's pretty much legal in all 52 states. If you get caught with those things, man, you dang near basically getting caught with a switch. But we're gonna jump straight into it, man. This man was riding around. Well, of course, he's in Jacksonville, Florida, which he shouldn't be at all. But I get it. He still got family, so I'm pretty sure he got to go there and check up on people and stuff like that. But for you to be moving around with seven firearms, and you a known convicted felon, and you known in Jacksonville, you know the police don't like you, you know the ops don't like you. You just literally just set yourself up for failure. Because at the end of the day, bro, to ride around with seven firearms, seven of them, that means you knew for a fact you wasn't supposed to be there. Anybody that ride around with seven firearms, they either up to something or they somewhere they ain't supposed to be. Now I get it, you know, Yungeen Ace, you still got family that stay in Jacksonville. I know you don't got the type of money to move everybody out. But the fact that you traveling around Jacksonville, like, it's just a cool place to be at. This is the reason why you in the situation that you in. You had no business being in Jacksonville at all. You are a target to law enforcement and you are a target to ops. You outgrew Jacksonville. The same thing with Fulio. Y'all outgrew Jacksonville, bro. Once you outgrow your city, man, you have to leave, bro, because law enforcement and ops, bro, they just gonna target you. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like Yungeen Ace is already known in Jacksonville for certain type of things, and I feel like anytime law enforcement get a chance to get at them, that's what they gonna do. Of course, they didn't know there was Yungeen Ace in the truck when they pulled it over, but the fact that y'all riding with seven firearms and y'all failuring to stop at a four-way intersection, y'all some rookies, man. Y'all some rookies. Then on top of that, what's making it so bad for Yungeen Ace is the fact that can't nobody take the charge for him. Is police found the Draco pistol and they found another handgun within reach. Anytime you convicted felon or anything, you are not allowed to have a firearm in reaching distance. Meaning that you could have security, you could be around the police or whatever it is, but you cannot have a firearm within reaching distance. So because the police is accusing him of having two firearms in reaching distance, that was an easy possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Then on top of that, the firearm that was close by him had army piercing bullets in it. So he's getting additional charges for having ammunition. So that's why I could just keep looking badder and badder for him. And by him being a convicted felon, I don't see him eating that charge, man, because like I say, they found it in reaching distance. Anytime you're a convicted felon, you can have security, you can have all of that. You cannot have a firearm within reaching distance. Meaning as in if I get pulled over and there's a firearm up under my seat, that's reaching distance. I can still be charged. Whether if it's my strap or not, it's in reaching distance. The law is gonna look at it as you were in possession of it because you're already not supposed to be around it and it's in reaching distance. So it ain't looking too good for him, man. Like I'm gonna say again, I just felt like, man, that whole trip to Jacksonville, man, was just a dummy mission. I get it. He got family there and he got to go there to visit his family and stuff like that. But for you to be riding around with seven illegal firearms and then y'all don't got enough common sense to stop at a four-way intersection, you already riding dirty. And then you not stopping at a four-way intersection, y'all asking for it. Then on top of that, none of these firearms is registered. Nobody has a license to carry these guns. No, nothing. So we, like, come on, bro. It's like Young and Ace, you just put yourself in a situation, bro, for no reason. I get it, bro. You have to go to Jacksonville because you still have family there, but you are a target to law enforcement. You are a target to your op. There's no point of you being in Jacksonville, bro. You outgrew Jacksonville, bro. Jacksonville don't got enough money to book you for a show. Nothing, bro. You outgrew it. Let your family come to California or to Atlanta, wherever you at, to come visit you. You have no reason being in Jacksonville. And how I know you have no reason for being in Jacksonville is because you felt the necessity to ride around with 7 firearms. That let me know two things. Either one, you know you wasn't supposed to be there, or two, you preparing yourself if something go down. With that being said, bro, you know you wasn't supposed to be there. Anybody that's riding around with those type of weapons and stuff, we talking 7 firearms. 7 firearms. Bro, you wasn't in the place you were supposed to be at. That's just street rules and just common sense. Common sense, no, if you need 7 firearms, not one, but 7 firearms, that's the area you should not be in. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't see him beating this, man. Two reasons I don't see him beating it. For one, they found the firearms in the vehicle. They wasn't registered. There was no security. That's the first thing. He's a convicted felon. That's case closed. Second thing, there was 2 firearms in reaching distance of Yungeen Ace. That's a case closed. That's a possession of a firearm. I'm going to break it down to you one more time. Let's just say if me and 4-5 people, we riding in the car, I'm a convicted felon. But there's a firearm up under my seat. I can still be charged with possession of a firearm, whether if I place that firearm there or not. Because I'm a convicted felon, I am not allowed to have firearms in reaching distance. Reaching distance is arm reach. If you can reach it and touch it, possession of a firearm. This guy had 2 firearms up under him. They say he had a Draco pistol and a handgun with army-piercing bullets in it. That's another thing that they hit for. Those is legal in 52 states. It's certain attachments and certain type of bullets and rounds that you cannot put in a firearm because it makes law enforcement job way more dangerous. If you have a round in your chamber that can shoot through a bulletproof vest or whatever it is, like, that's a dangerous weapon. That's a dangerous weapon. Like, that's a dangerous weapon. But once again, this guy knew what he was doing. He knew the area that he was in. He know that he's a target. Years ago, he was a victim of a shooting at a light in Jacksonville, where ultimately killed like 4 or 5 of his friends. So Yungeen Ace is no dummy on what he need to prepare himself, or what utensils or material he need to ride around in Jacksonville. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all, young brothers and sisters out there, man, if you feel like you need a firearm or you need a weapon to hang out in a certain area or to be in a certain area, you don't need to be there, bro. If you can't just use these to be in that area, you don't need to be there, bro. If you need 7 firearms to be in the area, bro, something is telling you you don't need to be there, bro. But I hate the fact that Yungeen Ace had to learn the hard way on this go round, because I'm going to say this again. Jacksonville, the reason he left Jacksonville in the first place was because, of course, the issue he got with the ops and stuff like that. But he left because he made himself a target to law enforcement. You a big time rapper. You claim this gang. Your gang is allegedly getting into it with these dudes. It's turning from Twitter fingers to real live issues and rounds being fired. And yet you go back to that same city that the police don't like you and the ops don't like you. For what reason? For what reason? The only thing that I can think of is he was going to go see his family. That's the only thing that can make it reasonable. Like, okay, somebody in his family could have been sick, or however, somebody in his family passed away. I can understand going back to your hometown. But just going back to your hometown just because I ain't scared or I'm with it. And then on top of that, you riding around. You got pulled over at 8:30 and you got booked at 12 o'clock. So if you're not going to the studio, going to a club, a business meeting, 20 females versus 1, something to do with some money, bro, you really just set yourself up, because you was riding around with 7 firearms for nothing. If you wasn't going to go get no money, go to the studio, go see your family or whatever, bro, you was asking for this, bro, because you riding around with 7 firearms. And then the person who driving don't got enough common sense to stop at a 4-way intersection. Everybody know what a 4-way intersection is. That's when everybody has to stop. Everybody has a stop sign. Everybody has to stop. But Yungeen Ace driver kept on going through with 7 firearms on him. Police pulled him over, and ain't nobody gonna sit there and say, "Oh, Yungeen Ace, man, don't worry, I'm gonna take the rap, man. You gonna go home." Nobody took the rap. Let me tell you why it's not gonna make a difference if somebody take a rap or not. Let's just say if I'm in the car with Yungeen Ace and I say, "You know what, man? All these firearms is mine. All these is mine." He's still not gonna beat the fact that it was 2 firearms found in reaching distance of him. There's no way he's going to beat that. You cannot be a convicted felon and have a firearm that you can reach out and touch. Now, let's just say if it's locked up in 3, 4 rows back in a safe deposit box and, you don't have the key to it or anything, of course you can't be charged with it. You know, it's not going to look good. You probably might be still have to go down and see the parole board and all of that. But by him having it under his seat and having it in a reaching distance, that is a prime example of possession of a firearm. It does not have to be on your waist. It does not have to be in your shirt, your pants, your drawers, your shoes. If it's in reaching distance and you're a convicted felon, I will say again, you will be charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And I'm going to say again, another charge that it's going to be hard for him to beat is going to be those armor-piercing rounds. Those things is legal in all 52 states, like I just said a couple minutes ago. Law enforcement is scared of these rounds, man, because like I say, they go through bulletproof vests. So if you out there and you engaging in a battle with somebody else and he got those type of rounds, you hit, my boy. I would advise any police officer or law enforcement, man, take cover and get out the way, bro, because that vest you got on it's not made out of Teflon, bro. But it's your boy D's Media signing out, man. But it ain't looking good for Yungeen Ace. I'm going to read his charges back off to you. Yungeen Ace was charged in Jacksonville, Florida, possession of a firearm, weapon, and ammunition by a convicted felon. At 8:30, he was pulled over for failure to stop at a 4-way intersection in Jacksonville, Florida. Upon them searching, police found 7 loaded guns, including a Draco pistol and a handgun. And they found a Draco pistol and a handgun in reach of Yungeen Ace, and one of the firearms that was by Yungeen Ace had army-piercing bullets in it at the time, which is extra charm, how I just explained to y'all, because like I say, they go through vests and it's just so dangerous because law enforcement, it's hard to go be in a battle with somebody that got those type of rounds, man. You in a losing battle. But it's your boy D's Media signing out, man. I hope, man, that this situation teach the youth, man, a valuable lesson about when you outgrow your city or you outgrow your hood or your neighborhood, you're not a coward, you're not a sellout, you're not an Uncle Tom for moving on. You just grew. You outgrew your city. That's like Donald Trump still standing in the neighborhood he grew up, or Bill Gates still standing in the neighborhood he grew up. You outgrew it, but I wish him the best, man, but it ain't looking too serious, man. He just got arrested on some serious charges, and by him being a convicted felon and then getting caught in Jacksonville, the place where he ran from years ago because law enforcement was on him so heavy, and he moved to Atlanta. So, them same officers that you've been trolling the last couple years, and they dislike you because you make more money than them, and they just think that you just think everything fun again. Them the same lawyers, the same officers that you about to have to face again. It's your boy D's Media signing out. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids.